Unlike vaccines that require multiple doses and take time to have a protective effect, monoclonal antibodies are effective shortly, usually as early as 7 days following administration of a single dose. And they, at least so far, can remain highly protective for 6 months against intense seasonal transmission. Monoclonal antibodies have an outstanding safety profile with minimal off-target effects. A major advantage of the antibody is it can be used essentially from birth to adults and in pregnant women. So right now we're studying the antibody during periods of intense seasonal transmission in Mali over 6 months and perennial transmission in Kenya. So we think we're really shooting for kind of 75% protection for 6 months. I think that would be, with a single dose, would be really transformative. A major use case is that children that are hospitalized and have to malaria and have severe anemia or are severely malnourished have very high mortality upon discharge. So we think that giving a monoclonal antibody prior to discharge would hopefully limit mortality over a period of 6 months. We'd also like to use the antibody to protect pregnant women and their unborn babies. Due to the burden of malaria on both the mother and the baby, this is a really important use case. The antibody also has a potential to be incredibly useful in emergency situations and in areas with ongoing displacement, where we might only have one chance to engage with people at risk of malaria before they move to a new location. You can imagine antibodies could be used in refugee camps. Something that is safe and highly effective at blocking infection and onward transmission with only one interaction with the health system per year is very attractive. This is all about cost. Does the world have the will to create capacity for something like this, where it's primarily going to be used in Africa, it's primarily going to be used in kids and pregnant women, and do we have the capacity to drive the costs down and produce a lot of it? That's really the billion-dollar question.